That doesn't. Welcome, everybody, to another new edition of Run Up the Middle podcast.
For 2024.
Yes, the 2024 season is upon us. We haven't done a Run Up the Middle podcast in about 9 months. No. I mean, I would say the Dolphins week.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
We don't want to talk about the 2023 season now, do we?
It took this much time to recover.
Yes.
From it.
So what we're going to do in this brand new episode is we're going to go through the schedule and the new updates with the New York football Jets. And hopefully it's a positive, a better season. I mean, maybe we'll do one of these episodes. Can you stop moving your mic?
I'm sorry.
Maybe we'll do one of these episodes per month until the season starts, and then we'll do every week like we were doing.
We'll do one a week until the season's over, which probably will be around September 11th.
Oh, you're gonna go with that, aren't you? So let's talk about the season.
Okay.
So let's just put last season we finished 7-10. Zach Wilson's gone. Bye-bye, Zach Wilson. He's out of the building.
What will we do? What are we going to do now? No Zach.
You're a dick, you know that?
I hate the fact that anybody ever... I hate the fact that the kid was drafted. I do hope to God he goes into Denver and he just kicks ass. I really do.
We traded him to Denver.
I hope he does well there because... You know what? He deserves it. He was basically drafted by a franchise that can't develop a quarterback. That's why we have the 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, we do have a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers. I get that, but with the additions the New York Jets have had, let me. Bringing up here, Jesus Christ. I mean, these are all...
Just got to get to a flow, man. Come on.
Okay, so we traded John Franklin Myers to Denver.
Right.
He's gone.
Right after you traded Zach Wilson, then they traded John Franklin Myers.
Yes, that was during the draft. That was in April.
Right.
During the draft, we added offensive lineman Alu Fashanu.
Yeah.
Fashanu.
Right, what he said.
Wide receiver Malachi Corley. 2 running backs, Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis, quarterback Jordan Travis, cornerback Quantez Stiggers, and defensive back Jalen Key.
Okay, let's address the first one first. They addressed and I told you this last year. In my opinion, the easiest part of this team to fix was going to be the offensive line because it couldn't have got any worse. It couldn't have got any worse. If you had anybody that can walk and chew gum, it was an upgrade. So what they did was they drafted a few people. They traded for the guy in Dallas. Okay, they brought those guys in.
Let's go through that.
Go ahead.
So they released Lincoln Tomlinson. He's gone.
He was not that good.
They re-signed Chuck Clark and Kenny Yeboah. And they released C.J. Uzama. He's gone.
Uzama made too much money, and there was too much fanfare around this guy.
Then they went on a signing spree. They signed defensive line Leaky Fatu, another defensive lineman Javon Kinlaw. Then they signed John Simpson, Morgan Moses
again,
both offensive linemen, and they signed Tyrod Taylor, backup quarterback we all love.
All right, before we go any further, right now, the Jets are on a collision course of doing the right thing. I hope it doesn't frighten them. I really don't, because to be honest with you, they fixed their offensive line. Now they brought the guy in. Was it a trade or no? They signed the guy in Dallas. That was just a sign. He's injury prone.
They signed Tyron Smith.
He's a big man.
So what they basically did is they added 4 offensive linemen this offseason. They signed a backup
4 out
quarterback.
of 6, not bad.
4 to 5. There's 5 offensive
Well, see,
line
that's
positions.
even I'm confused.
They re-signed Thomas Morstead, and they released Corey Davis, and then they signed Mike Williams, a good wide receiver. They re-signed Solomon Thomas. They traded for Hassan Reddick.
Great move.
Great move. And they re-signed Greg Zuerlein. And that's the additions, basically, of what happened. So we re-signed both of our kicker and our punters, resurfaced the entire offensive line, resurfaced the entire defensive line besides a couple of key parts.
What's the quarterback's name? The one they drafted, Jordan Davis?
Yes, Jordan Davis.
Okay. That probably
from Florida State.
Okay, that if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy for 2 seasons.
Jordan Travis.
All I'm asking is 2 seasons. If he stays healthy and this kid, Jordan Travis, can pick up on what's going on and can sit behind him, the Jets then have done the right thing. Instead of drafting a kid out of college that played 14 games and he was the hit of the parties, and they trade down number 2 to get him, and they don't have anybody to develop him. This kid will be developed by Aaron Rodgers. He'll be developed by paying attention and watching. That has never happened to the New York Jets.
True.
The only time that I can honestly say a quarterback sat behind another quarterback was Richard Todd sitting behind Joe Namath.
Okay.
That was probably the only time.
No, didn't Chad Pennington sit behind Vinny Testaverde for a season?
No, I don't believe he did.
Wasn't Pennington drafted on with Testaverde?
I'd have to look that up. I don't remember if he was. You know what? Look, but again, you bringing a guy like Pennington who had a brain on him that's second to none. The guy was intelligent,
I agree
and if
with
he did sit behind, I don't remember. I'm ancient now, so these things coming out of my head.
You're old as shit.
Okay, yeah, I'm old enough to remember how bad the Jets have been, and that's depressing.
Well, you can't forget that.
No, you can't. It's ingrained in my psyche. However, I do
just
believe.
like the Mets.
I do believe.
And now the Canadians.
You know what? You're gonna get a punch in the face in a minute. All right. I do believe the Jets are on a collision course with doing the right thing. Now, I think that if they do if they let this kid, this quarterback sit behind them, eventually, you're going to have to rebuild the offensive line again because you do have aging people on there.
3 of the 5 are old, and that's why they drafted Alu Fashanu.
Right. This team now has a chance to go forward and grow. Okay, so I think Joe Douglas knows what he's doing.
I believe in Joe.
I do believe in Joe Douglas. I'm not sold on the coach yet. I want to be sold on him. He's a nice guy. They seem to like the guy, but I'm not quite sold on him yet. I want to see a little more animation out of him on the sidelines.
The only problem he has is his offense. His defense is brilliant. The defense is the reason why the Jets won 7 games last year.
It was.
All right, let's just put it into perspective here, and then we'll get into the Jets schedule aspect of 2024. But let's just put it in perspective here. They won 7-10 with the worst quarterback play of all time in the NFL.
Right.
You don't have the worst quarterback play of all time in the NFL and win 7 games. Period.
Well, that's a testament to the Jets defense and how great it was. And now with the addition of that middle linebacker, is he a middle linebacker they brought in? The guy from Philly?
No, he is an edge.
He's an edge rusher. This team is going to be better on defense than they were last year. Okay, and they got a great defensive coordinator. I believe in him a lot. I think he's got their head in the right spot. I think everything's going to work out. But again, I'm not so. Now I know I said I want to see a little more animation out of the head coach, and that's not indicative of success. Obviously, Bill Belichick was, he didn't do shit. He stood there and did nothing.
Big tuna.
Okay, no, the tuna was pretty animated. Okay, but sometimes he stands on the sidelines with his arms crossed, and it looks like he's clueless, and it looks like he doesn't know where he is. Now I don't know if it's overwhelming. Sometimes I don't know. All right, but I want to see more out of him. If this team this year can win that division, and I believe they will win that division.
Well, there's nobody else in the division I'm scared of.
Right.
I mean, the Bills gotten worse.
And now's the time. The Jets are really poised now with the
The Dolphins can't play in the cold.
I can't take the Dolphins.
The Patriots
I'm sorry.
suck.
The Patriots now are, you can't be on top forever, so they're
Patriots
rebuilding.
are the Jets.
They're rebuilding now. The Bills, definitely I'm not sold on Josh Allen. I never have been. He's a workable quarterback. He's a really, he's a decent quarterback. I don't think he's got the guy. I don't think he's got the. Now you lost. What's his name? His wide receiver. I don't think they have a chance. I don't think they're going to be that good.
Let's get into the schedule. All right. So this is the Jets schedule of 2024. Okay. So you see, we start off Monday night in San Francisco.
Right. Thanks, NFL.
I'm going to say it's an L. I'm going to say the Jets lose that first game.
I'm going to say it's a win. I'm going to say I think the Jets are going to be in there. They're going to be thankful they got this team back together. They're going to be thankful in Aaron Rodgers. They're going to be a little amped up, obviously. But I think the Jets defense shows up, and I think the Jets defense will take care of them. Only problem you got, San Francisco's defense is great, too.
San Francisco has a really good fucking team besides their defense.
Okay, well, so do we.
And they have a really established quarterback.
So we don't.
That's not coming
Dumb
off.
Statement.
That's not coming off an injury.
Stupid statement.
That's not coming off an injury.
I don't care.
At 40 years old.
Aaron Rodgers on one leg is better than most quarterbacks on two.
All right. Brock Purdy, I believe in Brock Purdy. Okay.
You enjoy that, okay?
Right.
Brock Purdy.
Brock with the Glock. The next week we are in Tennessee at 1:00. That's a W. I think we can beat the Tennessee.
Well, Tennessee's got a new coach this year. They're kind of like they're trying to find their way. Hasn't really been that good. Did they sign the quarterback they had? Did they re-sign him?
Oh, Tannehill?
Tannehill?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Well,
no, they have
see how well prepared we are for this
cookies.
Show.
Two cookies, two quarterbacks.
I think the Jets go 2-0 there.
1-1 on my thing.
Okay.
September 19th, Thursday Night Football home opener against the Patriots.
They're going to whitewash the Patriots.
Whitewash the Patriots.
They're going to beat the shit out of them. That place is going to be so amped up.
The Patriots have a new quarterback.
I don't care.
With a new head coach.
I don't care.
This is the end of the Bill Belichick era.
One thing I'm going to say, Jet fans know how to amp up the building. That building is going to rock like it's never been rocked before, especially if the Jets come in there 2-0. Can you imagine what's going to happen to that? And at that point, you're going to see the Patriots sitting and looking in the tunnel going, I don't think I want to do this.
Maybe they're going to see ghosts this time.
Okay, maybe they will, because I'm going to tell you right now, the Jets will be amped.
For my schedule,
stadium.
For my schedule, they're 2-1 at the end of
3-0.
Then we're home against Denver, seeing Zach Wilson. He's going to light up the Jets defense. No.
That'll be the game they fucked up.
That'll be the game that Zach Wilson lights up the Jets defense.
But now I'm going to say the Jets. Denver.
They're 3-1 at this point.
Denver doesn't scare me. I'm going for 4-0 here.
4-0. Okay. Then we are in London, 9:30 a.m. against the Minnesota Vikings, seeing another former first-round draft pick for the Jets, Sam Darnold.
Not to mention the coach used to be a quarterback for the Jets.
Yes.
Okay.
And Jay Jettis, Justin Jefferson.
I'm going to say that's going to. I'm going to be.
Well, they also have a rookie quarterback, J.J. McCarthy.
I'm going to say that the Jets are going to be. It's going to be a letdown game for the Jets. They're going to travel all the way.
Really?
Yeah, and I think they're going to lose that game.
So they're 4-1 in your book.
4-1 on October 6th. That's my birthday weekend, so it would behoove them to give me a loss.
I'm going to say they're 4-1 also, but they win this game.
Okay.
They beat Jay Jettis, J.J. McCarthy, and the Vikings in London. The next week, Monday Night Football game
at
home against the Buffalo Bills.
They're going to beat the Bills. They beat
That's
the Bills.
A dub.
They beat the Bills at home with Zach Wilson. I'm sorry, that game's over. We're cruising now. We're 5-1, baby.
We're 5-1 at this point.
Go ahead.
Then we're Sunday Night Football in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh on Sunday nights.
That's a loss.
The Jets lay an egg against Pittsburgh.
Yep.
They always will.
That is an L.
They always will.
They can't beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Okay, so we're at 4-2 now.
Fuck you, Uncle.
4-2.
No, you're 5-2.
5-2.
5-2. Yes. And then you're in New England the next week.
And we get to bounce them in front
Halloween
of our own fans.
weekend. Well, I mean, I guess
we're going to come in as the Jets, and they're going to come in parading as a football team.
So they're going to beat them in New England. And this will be the first year in. Jesus, when's the last time the Jets swept the Patriots in 1 year?
I don't know. Maybe 61? I have no idea.
I don't remember the last time the Jets swept the Patriots in a season. So the Jets at this point are 6-2.
6-2, right.
Thursday Night Football on Halloween.
All these friggin' primetime games.
Home against the Houston Juggernaut Texans.
Juggernaut. They're not Juggernaut. They beat them last year with Zach Wilson.
They have Stephon Diggs.
I don't care. We beat the fucking Bills with Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is not that good.
The Jets are going to be 6-3 at this point.
Okay, I'm giving them a win, so I'm 7.
You're 7-2.
7-2.
I'm 6-3. They're
I'm going to
losing.
make the playoffs. You're not.
They're losing home against the Texans.
Okay.
The next week we're playing
Give a W.
The Cardinals
In the Cardinals land.
In the Cardinals. See, those West in the Cardinals. In Arizona. Those West Coast games are always the one that fuck up. They do.
I'm sorry, but you know what? To me, it's a 4:30 game. I think the Jets.
I think the Jets beat them too.
I think they
I have
beat
the Jets at 7-3 at this point.
I'm 8-2.
And then their Sunday Night Football home against the Indianapolis Colts. That's another win.
Another win. So that's 9-2.
So I'm 8-3 by their bye week, which is week 12. We got a late bye week this year.
You know what? 2 more weeks and we clinch division.
And then we're home against Seattle coming out on December 1st.
Oh, bring in Geno Smith, please.
That is
against our defense.
That's a 9-3 for me.
Geno's going to be really upset with that game because the last time he saw the Jets, okay, they punched him in the mouth and cost his career with the Jets. This time he's going to have an entire defense punching him in his face.
I don't know if that was the last time he saw the Jets.
I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. Whatever.
But
But you know what? The Jets are going to pummel him, okay, and they're going to pummel. And it's at home. So. Merry Christmas, Geno. Welcome back to the Meadowlands.
So that is a win. So at me, they're 9-3. You're 10-2. And then the next week, 1:00 in Miami.
Oh, please.
The Jets are 9-4. The Jets are losing that game in Miami.
I'm on the fence with that one. So I'm. You know what? For argument's sake, it's in Miami. I'm going to give the Dolphins a. I know it's not true because the Jets will never lose, but I'm going to just tell you right now they're going to lose that game. So now I'm at 9-3.
9-3.
Right.
Yeah, I'm at no, you're at 10-3. I'm at 9-4. Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, I have a better season than you so far.
And then the next week on December 15th, they are in Jacksonville.
You're gonna lose that game.
I say they're gonna win that game.
I think the Jets are gonna lose that game. I don't know why. So that would be 2 in a row. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Jets losing 2 in a row. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna give the Jets a win on that one. So that puts me now at 11-3.
Yes, I'm 10-4. You're 11-3. I think the Jets are going to win that game in Jacksonville. Beat goat face Trevor Lawrence, and then home against LA Rams on December 22nd. The Jets win that game.
Yeah, I believe the Jets will win.
So
that
the
game.
Jets will be 12-3, 12-4 in my book. No,
I'm 13. I'm 13-3.
No, that's not 16 games. What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah, that would be game 15, 16, 17.
15. So you're.
I'm 15-3.
No.
No, I want to be 15.
12-3.
12-3.
And I'm 11-4.
I still got a better season than you.
That's fine. I think at this point the Jets have clinched the division. May have clinched the conference. I don't know.
Probably number 1 seed. Let's dream.
Probably number 1 seed.
Let's dream big.
And then on December 29th, they're in Buffalo. They're losing that game. The Jets are 11-5.
You know what? All right, because they're going to be looking ahead coming home after a big win against the Rams. Yeah, I'm going to give you that. I'll say that they lose that game
In Buffalo. In December.
Yeah.
The Jets have not beaten Buffalo in a while.
Right.
This could be the year they do, but
this time they'll beat them in Buffalo,
lose at home. Yeah. And then we end the season home against Miami, where the Jets beat Miami in the cold. Because Miami can't play in the cold.
If it's colder than 60 degrees, they can't play.
So the Jets win. In my book, the Jets are. I think that would be 12-4 in my book.
Can't be. That's 16. You got to have 17 games. Who
Then,
you to rate schedule?
Sorry, 13-4 then.
I'm going to go 14-3. No, I'm going to go 13-4.
13-4.
13-4. That's good enough to win that division.
No, you're 13 and you're 13-4.
17. Having trouble with math tonight? Too many podcasts in one night?
Lose, win, 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 win,
Dear
win,
God.
lose, win, lose, win, 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 lose. I don't know. I think we're messing up. I think you have one more than I do.
Yes, I do. I'm 14-4.
You're 14-3,
Right.
And I'm 13-4.
Right.
Yes. Okay. I do think the Jets win the division.
I'm a math
I
major.
do think the Jets win. I think the Jets come in number 1 seed.
Yeah, I think the Jets will come in number 1 seed to get the bye for that.
If Aaron Rodgers stays healthy.
Well, let's hope he stays upright. And here's my.
If not, Jets are going 8-9.
Here's my prediction: the Jets are gonna cruise to win a division. They're going to cruise to win that number one spot. They're going to the playoffs are going to
let's
start.
just put it like this: they could pull an Indianapolis Colts, and if they're up by 2 or 3 games by that last game, sit Rodgers.
They could, but you know what? Let's just go with what we got. Let's not who's going to sit who.
Well, no, I'm just saying we're sitting here, talking about the season and predicting they're going 13-4 or 14-3.
If based on a healthy team. Now, let's dream big here. Okay, Jets are number 1 seed going into the playoffs to get the number 1 bye. They get the first round bye.
Mm-hmm.
On the way to the stadium to play, on the way for the people to come in, whatever team is going to come in and play them. The Jet bus on the way to the game.
You're not dreaming big here. You're talking about the demise of the Jets. Then
I'm talking about with the luck of a Jet fan. Okay, somebody kidnaps the Jets, they put them on the pocket, and they wind up in Cuba.
No, stop
and then the Jets will have nothing. If
I'm 13-4.
It's going to happen to this team.
My schedule predicts 13-4. His schedule predicts 14-3.
Division winners, number 1 in the conference.
I do think both of them are going to be number 1 in the conference. I don't see anyone besides maybe the Chiefs having any type of luck of doing anything else.
Well, let's find out from the Chiefs. Let's put the Chiefs and Jets together. Chiefs defense is not as good as the Jets defense.
No, but they have Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, but again, he's got to play against our defense.
Well, he doesn't
our
play.
Offense,
we don't play against him.
Our offense is better than their defense.
Depending if people stay healthy, yes.
And if the game is played in the Meadowlands?
Well, you're talking about playoffs now. Like, you're not going to face if anything.
You're not playing in regular season, so you can't make.
No, if that's the case, the Jets might see the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game if they both make it there. Because if we're going to sit there and say the Jets are winning the conference, the Chiefs are going to be number 2. So you're going to see the Chiefs number 2, the Jets number 1, and if they both advance, they're not seeing each other until the AFC Championship game, and that would be in MetLife.
Yeah, I think the Jets can beat them, especially at home in a playoff atmosphere, at the cold, heartless stadium that is the Meadowlands. What do you call that? What's the name of the stadium? I don't even know. MetLife. I'm not a big fan of MetLife, but it is what it is. But the Jet fans make the difference in that building all the time. It's a loud place to play. They're very boisterous, very, very boisterous. But if something goes bad, it's kind of like everybody pulled the tongues out of the fans.
Well, that's the Jet fans.
They literally will go from flying high to burying their head in the sand in a second. But such is life as a Jet fan because, we have to expect the unexpected. And
don't give me that bullshit.
No, I'm good. That's exactly. Joe, I've seen too much.
I understand that. Stop being. But I get that. Look,
Joe, 4 plays last year. That's all I got to say.
I understand that. I understand all of that. But
the Carmen definitely.
We have to stop it with that bullshit though, because you're just putting out, like, if you believe in karma and you believe in all that bad juju shit, then you're just putting that bad juju shit out there when you're spewing your nonsense of, well, I know this is the Jets, and I know what's going to happen if the Jets do anything good.
No, I'm not saying I know what's going to happen. I'm saying that I expect anything, okay? I didn't expect on the first game of the 99 season where Vinny Testaverde pulls his hamstring.
But expected Aaron Rodgers to go down 4 plays.
I never expected 4 plays into doing that either. It's pretty big. And how many other teams that ever happened against?
Well, I mean, let's go down the list. You want to go down the list?
Please do.
I mean, you could sit there and you could talk about you didn't expect the Mud Bowl. You didn't expect
no, the Mud Bowl wasn't
the Heidi game.
The Mud Bowl was an excuse. The Mud Bowl, the Jets lost that game.
You didn't expect the ding in 2004.
Very simply. Because A.J. Dewey suited up. If A.J. Dewey didn't suit up that game, the Jets win the game. Okay? The Mud Bowl was a played game.
All right, about Heidi.
Heidi game, what happened on TV had no effect on what happened on the field. Okay? They just blew it. They blew it. In 82 or whatever the hell.
That's fine.
They had a chance in the Mud Bowl. They should have won.
Then whenever something bad happens to the Jets, I don't want any Jet fan to bring those particular aspects up.
I don't bring them up. What
you do.
No, what I bring up is
you just said the Vinny Testaverde thing.
Vinny Testaverde blew out his fucking his Achilles.
I understand that.
Who thought that was going to happen?
If you don't believe in the karma or bad juju or nothing in the Jets' history affected what's happening now, then why bring
Vinny
that shit up now?
Vinny Testaverde was 1/2 away from the Super Bowl. Okay.
Yes, and
then
the Giants
next year we
players-
thought he was going to be the savior, and he blew out his Achilles. And what happens? Aaron Rodgers, big hype. We get him, and carries the flag out. And 3-4 plays into the season, he's done because he blew out his Achilles. That doesn't happen. That's all I'm saying. If it does happen, it's going to happen to the green and white. That's what, and I made my point. Nobody else has done it. I have yet to see it happen to another team. So
A lot
that's
of
our
teams, their
prediction.
quarterbacks blow their knees, Dan. Do you know how many quarterbacks
Not for a
went?
previous season where they're headed for the Super Bowl.
Do you know how many quarterbacks went down last season? Joe Burrows went down last season, and I think he broke his hand or something like that. So there were so many quarterbacks that went down.
Season, yeah, I can understand.
So don't give me that bullshit.
Okay, 4 plays into the season. Oh yeah, that happens all the time. All right, anyway, that's our prediction. If you agree with our prediction, you know what? Let us see it in the comments. And remember to like and subscribe. And hit that little bell. I like when they say that. Hit that little bell for future podcasts. No?
I have to deal with this bullshit. Anyway, go to isthisrealpc.com. That
loves
has
me.
nothing to do with football, but you get all the
We're not
rest
sure
of our
what
podcasts.
it has to do with these days.
You get all the rest of our podcasts and what's coming up on Is This Real PC, the Dark Side Diaries, all that. You can look at our link tree that's in there also. It's going to be in the description of this video. Go to that link tree. You get the links to our podcasts, links to our YouTube page, all of it. But if you're watching this on YouTube, then you're already on our YouTube page. So please,
And you know what?
like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Thank
And
you
hit the
very
bell.
much.
Forget about to hit the bell.
Yeah, hit the bell. Hit the bell. You're going to
Well,
jerk off on the thing, hit the bell.
No, but if you hit the bell, something good happens.
So, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
We'll see you.
At the beginning of the episode.
We will see you. Since our Jets, and I assume that you're watching this nonsense, you're a Jet fan, we will see you on the 9th of September in Red Bank, New Jersey,
Oh, Jesus.
at the Red Bank Street Fair.
The day before the Jets open.
Okay? That's why I'm going, because I have to sit in front of the tube and, and start my day with the Jets and everything else. So I can wait till Monday for that. So I get to go to this event. Come and say hi.
Yes.
That's all.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Go Jets. We'll catch you next time.
Jets.
Hey there, fellow truth seekers. Are you ready to dive deep into the mysteries of the universe? Look no further than isisrealpc.com, your one-stop destination for all things mysterious and unexplained. From captivating podcast episodes to thought-provoking articles, our website is packed with fascinating content that will leave you questioning reality. Visit isisrealpc.com today and join our community of curious minds as we explore the unknown together. Don't just wonder, discover the truth today at isisrealpc.com.